Hi there, Ram21 here with a look at One More Run demo. This is a new version, just came out, 1.21D. We've got some changes. So here we go. New features. The Fighter, Mage, Rogue, and Ranger now have animated pixel art. Assets for their core mechanics. Replacing the previous code-drawn placeholders. These have been repositioned to the bottom right corner of the screen to provide a more consistent UI with ARPG standards. Modules that you find during a run can now be equipped from the pause menu during that same run. That's cool. We're going to hopefully try that out. Added a new module tooltip handler which colorizes and formats module properties for quite a bit better readability. This is only used in the new pause menu for now, but as long as it lands well with everyone, I'll hook it up to the rest of the tooltips. The pause menu has been overhauled to make it be more visually and functionally consistent with the new end screen. Modifiers codecs now support keyword searching, as well as exact phrases. There's also Boolean operator support for people who like to get a little bit nerdy. The search function will be included with the updated inventory interface in the future as well, so we don't have to dig for that specific module properties anymore. Balance. The base damage of Mage's Chain Lightning has been further increased from 36 to 42. Optimization. 2 new advanced sound settings have been added for audio compatibility edge cases. The default audio channels has been bumped from 16 to 32. Bug fixes and minor tweaks. The Mage's elemental modes now transfer their cooldowns when swapping. This solves an exploit involving quickly swapping to bypass cooldowns. Rarity now correctly rounds to 2 decimal places on the stat screen. Enemy names are now displayed as a mouse over tooltips on the end screen. The Plains and Swarmlands environment effects now use world coordinates instead of screen coordinates for their positioning. They should look a lot more organic in the environment now. Fixed a bug where music fails to play until your next run if unmuting music volume. Past notifications can be viewed from the notification panel without having to reset progress. The version label has been added to beta to indicate that this is no longer an internal build. Improved the state management of class selection, screen, and crafting menus, as well as adding guards for state management related crashes. That said, these menus are showing their age and are due for a complete overhaul, so this should prevent crashes in the short term, but there may still be intermittent registered, unregistered mouse clicks or other slightly buggy UI behavior during the crafting until they're overhauled. Alright, and we highlighted the Mage last time. We have a lot of cool new things to look at. I like the Fighter. We're going to go ahead and just go straight in with this loadout. This is the loadout I had for my last live stream, which is available at twitch.tv/ram21, all spelled out. There you can look to see as I was testing this build, just to make sure things were working, to find out if they were working. But you can notice in the bottom right hand screen, we've got a new UI element for the missiles. Still have got the missile queue down here, but also we've got the missiles loading into the when they're armed, so you can fire when it loads in like that. It looks really cool. I love that animation. It's nice. It also gives me an indicator of how many missiles are ready for me to go with. Alright, and with this, we're going to go and do a little bit of pierce, and I was going to grab damage, but I think we need a little bit more. Let's just go straight up rarity. It's not something I tend to do, but it's the most important thing, I think. How in the world did I miss with those 2 missiles? I missed that guy, those 2 missiles. Alright, forking bullets. Our rarity is already paying off. Forking bullets and barrage are good, but forking bullet we're going to grab. We're also going to put in a little bit more rarity and kind of just keep working on picking up items, killing things. Looks like we've got some corrosion. Speaking of which, I didn't mention it. The new pause, I mentioned it in the patch notes, but I mentioned it last video. I've got a new pause menu. And let's see here, let's get to a moment where I can do a little escape. Here's the new pause menu. So we've got a lot of cool things in here. This gives us the basic information. So we've got all of your health, regen, like barrier. So we've got barrier. Combat statistics, so our base damage, pierce, fork, frenzy. Frenzy is a new ability that is on modules. Weapon statistics with the scattergun, since this is the fighter has a scattergun and a missile launcher, so each one has their own damage. And then active abilities. So currently we just picked up Forking Bullets, so we've got that running for us. And then we've got Rarity 2 and Pierce 1. So this is all the upgrades we've chosen. And then for the special effects, this is what we have based on our armor. So we've got Corrosive 2, Barrier Chance 8.6, and Barrier Proc Chance is 10. Now that will change, the proc can change. In the Loadout, you can actually see here what each module is giving us. And it's a simplified version of it, but it does give us good information. So our arms are giving us our corrosive. So this is great. And then over here on the right, it shows the no modules looted this run yet. So let's go ahead and resolve that. Let's go find some modules to let's actually get some barrier here. Let's go find some modules to replace or put in potentially in our fighter. So to do that, I'm going to slowly make my way this direction because I still haven't chosen speed because I'm a silly person. I'm also leaving a lot of XP on the ground back there, which isn't the best. This is why I like XP Magnet and why I like movement speed. I'm running away from the mobs that are going to give me XP, which are going to allow me to get my movement speed, but I'm just walking away from them, so grab some movement speed. Let's grab some duration. That's going to be really handy. Polarity shift is nice. It exchanges 40% reduced projectile count for 40% increased damage and 30% increased health and armor. It's a very powerful ability. I'm just not going to pick it up right now. Let's go ahead and get duration. Yeah, there we go. We can get those guys now. And we're looking for an augment array. We might need to weave. Let's just wait a minute here. Let's kill some things, get some experience, get some of that movement speed back. Let's get a little bit of projectile duration. There we go. Oh, the duration is great. Look at all those guys. Look at all that XP on the ground. All right, let's get that speed up. Keep working on projectile count. Works for both the scattergun and the missile launcher, so this is good. Barrier bonus is good. Projectile size I don't care about. Projectile count though I will grab. Let's do that. Let's pick up this XP I'm missing. And missile capacity. This is going to extend how many missiles we can hold in our armed, ready to go. Not armed, but ready to go. Movement speed, missile capacity. So it will increase there. Now we're up to 10. Okay, we got soldiers. Who, if I can get any shots off on them, I can probably get rid of them. There we go. Our movement's looking pretty good for the moment. Let's see if we can go find that augment array while we circle back to grab this XP real quick. I'm at least able to move a little bit faster. Let's get some more duration, you think? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do duration. We'll just long shot those guys. All right, let's find an augment array. There should be one around Lakeview that I just literally walked past, but you know, we're funny, we're silly. We like making things up on our own. Let's go up here to the beach. There might be one up at the beach. Are you stuck? Or are you stuck? That guy shouldn't have been. Oh, I guess maybe he got. Oh yeah, that looks like the collision on the shore there was just big enough that he got stuck. Poor guy. All right, wow, look at my duration is ridiculous. You know what would be nice is if I could make the damn it. Hey, I was right. There's one up here. So augment array. So let's grab salvage components and failure. Unfortunately, we got a damaged module. However, we still got a module. So let's go to the loadout screen. Hey, look, we got a head. So this is great. It gives us an idea of like how much. So this has got plus 28, 5, 0 and 3, 0, 3 and 1, 7. So we currently, it has attack speed on it. So that's a good thing. XP magnet, which is a good thing as well. But what's nice is that we can change this loadout. We can double click, and there we go. We now have equipped that mid-run. So imagine yourself going along and you're like, oops, I didn't mean to hit end run. I knew that was going to happen. Imagine yourself wanting to go through and pick up a module and change module mid-run that you really liked. So it is a really good thing to do. This is the new Charger Soldier, my enemy thing that you can look at. Well, since we accidentally closed the game early, let's go ahead and take a look at another one of the classes here that have some new animation. All right, here we go. Okay, this is the Rogue. So the Rogue's got this nice little array of bullets, like in their cassette, their magazine, right? And it looks like it will, when it runs out, it goes and then fills in like it's filling in on top. It looks so cool. I like the animation. It looks really good. Also, this animation looks really good when you are have got high attack rate and tactical reload, because it just fills so fast. It's so cool. All right, let's get some projectile count. Let's get a little bit more. I was gonna say rarity. Yeah, we need some rarity. Let's get some rarity down. Projectile count is definitely the right move here. Okay, let's do duration in this case. Yeah, that's good. Give us some range back. Okay, so we're gonna stick around in the lake view for here a minute. Let's see if we can find an augment array while we're out here in the middle of nowhere. All right. Kind of go along. Let's see if the Lakeview Lakeside has an augment array. There we go. Excellent. All right, so it's going to go and dismantle it, and we failed again. However, we got a damaged module again. So let's go to loadout, and you can see we got a fighter head, another damaged fighter head. But this is also lets you know that you can't equip it right now, which is great. Let's not hit end run. Let's not do that this time. I might do it a little bit earlier next time, and maybe we'll just make this a quick synopsis of some videos or some extra tactical reload. Let's get that so you can kind of see how it works. Tactical reload, again, after a manual reload, the next magazine gets a -4 to attack cooldown, which is amazing. So good. Let's go ahead and get some speed here. And tactical reload. We gotta wait for the first reload. Let's do that now. There we go. So the attack speed is really fast. Let's go ahead and do a quick reload. Again, I like to have this sub 1 second. So it's going to put it down to 1.95. So it's almost 2 seconds to reload. And let's get some speed. And I got to do a reload again because tactical reload I got to hit before I run out of bullets, which if I'm paying attention, I can see how far we are. But look at that animation. It looks so good. I mean, it's so simple, but it looks cool. I like it. Anyway. Alright, let's go on here. Let's get a little bit more quick reload going. Let's do a little bit more movement speed. Let's see if we can find some more modules. Because if we can find a module that works for us mid-run, that would be amazing. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's find some more. Let's find some more to work with here. We know there might be one up in the beach, so oh, there's one right here. Perfect. Salvage and dismantle. Oh, critical failed. Oh, ouch. Oh gosh. Wow, that was bad. I have 4 health. Wow, that was really bad. You know what I need to do? We need to go visit the cave. Because that chaos is just way too much fun to deal without. Critical velocity. Gain a 30% movement speed and a 30% dodge chance for 3 seconds after a critical hit. This is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and grab it now. And let's grab some more movement speed. So it just gives me a dodge after I crit, which is nice. And a little bit of movement speed, which kind of boosts me up a little bit. It's fun. Alright, Strange Cave. I want chaos, please. Thank you. Chaos granted. Perfect. I'm taking my chaos and leaving. Hooray. We are now chaos. We are now full of chaos. Let's go ahead and find an augment array. Let's see. We already got the light side one. Oh, we got rail snipers out in the world. Which means that we probably have some from this base here. Nope, they did not spawn from the base, so not worried about it. Let's just try to see if we can find an augment array over here. Let's get rid of these guys while we're at it. Oh boy, okay. We need a little bit of pierce. And let's get some more crit chance. A little bit more movement speed. Come on. There we go. Some extended magazine would be handy. So let's just farm a little bit of experience here while we're waiting. Nope, but we'll take a Corker of the Hood. Let's grab some more rarity here. Oh, snipers. I see you, snipers over there. I see ya. Okay. Alright, I'm getting really focused. You can tell I'm focused because I'm not chatting here. Alright, let's go see if we find that augment array, maybe in the beach. Maybe there's one on the beach. There is. Excellent. Let's grab it. Let's grab some component. Boom! Critical failure again. Ugh. Ugh. Twice in a row. That's horrible. Ah, what a waste. Alright, thankfully we can heal back up. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I guess that's all we're getting for that one. Looks like a sniper got me, and then a tower got me again. So, character statistics, we can look to see what we got. So, great. We did get that module. It's fighter damage. Oh, one thing I want to point out, and this is something I learned, which I should have known a long time ago, but I didn't understand. When you're crafting a damaged item, so let's do a craft here. You see how it says repair module here? I'm used to when you have a non-damaged item and you go to craft it, it usually would say, it actually says repair here as well. But you can say that, see that it goes from average to exceptional. Where when you are above a certain level, so I guess average here. Oops. Let's do a craft. You can see that it says upgrade quality, and so once it goes to average, you can start improving it. So, for instance, here, so I'm going to take this damaged fighter with a damage multiplier on it, and we're going to craft that, and we can repair it, and it will repair from average to exceptional. Instead of being damaged, it will go above low quality, so guaranteed to go above low quality and give you an average to an exceptional grade. It's great. We're going to go ahead and just add a little bit of modification to it. So it gives us prestige. And I want to make sure that the repair works. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. See, it failed. So let's do it again. And there we go. So we've successfully repaired it. It gave us improved, which is great. And it gives us a better piece. It's not as good as what we're currently running. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. No, that's the right one. Yeah, I'm looking at the right one. It just gives us a elite chance and damage multiplier, a little tiny bit less a little bit tiny bit less. Did I not adjust this one? I'm so confused. I must not have adjusted this one. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore.